Good morning, students. Today we are going to look into the MCQ solving on the topic circles. In the previous session, we already saw the necessary theory part. The first question we are going to look into today, I think every student is able to look at question number 1. The center of the circle. That is a question. The center of the circle passing through the points 0, 0 and 1, 0 and touching the circle x squared plus y squared equal to 9. Let me draw a very rough sketch of given circle for which you know already the center, which is origin, and the radius is 3. Center, origin and radius is 3. But they require the center of another circle which passes through origin and 1, 0. So roughly let me assume the 1, 0 is on positive x-axis and passes through origin also. And you all know a circle requires minimum of 3 points to be fixed to precisely define one circle. Because here only 2 points are given, 2 such circles are possible which passes through origin also, 1, 0 also, touching the circle x squared plus y squared equal to 9. One such circle I have drawn. Another possibility I am presenting now. I hope it's clear for you. So that's the other circle that is possible. Okay. In any case, the options are with you. So it is not at all difficult. The options given to you 3/2, 1/2. Second option half, 3/2. Third option is half, half. Half, minus root 2 is the last option. Let us see which one is satisfying our question. Well, as you can see, the diameter of the smaller circle or the new circle, which is the circle in question, is equal to radius of given circle. So it's very simple. Diameter of the, let me say, the new circle equals radius of given circle. Radius of given circle, which you already know, 3. So what we understand, the radius, new radius or radius of, let us say, new circle is half of the original circle, 3/2. So the students can understand that it is an easy test to check. Take the options A, B, C, D and measure the distance from origin, because the second circle or the new circle passes through origin, and check whether the distance is equal to the new radius, which is 3/2. And as a matter of fact, you can see in case 1, option A, it is not possible because x coordinate itself is 3/2. So the distance is going to be definitely more than 3/2, so it cannot be a correct option. In case 2 also, the y coordinate is 3/2. In that case, the distance is bound to be greater than 3/2, hence it is not a correct option. And option 3, 1/2, 1/2. So let us check option C, the distance from origin. So it is 1/2 squared plus 1/2 squared, which means it is square root of 1/4 plus 1/4. So it is half, and taking square root, it is 1/√2. So it is not 3/2. hence not the correct option. So naturally you can tick on option D because it is a single correct option question. So you can understand easily that is the correct option. Anyway, just to satisfy or verify, I am measuring the distance. Half squared plus negative root 2 the whole squared, which is going to be 2 plus 1 by 4. You can add, you get square root of 9 by 4, which is 3 by 2. So as you can see, it is the correct option. So the distance from the center to radius is 3 by 2, which is the required distance. Okay, we can let's move on to the question number 2. Here the length of the chord cut off by, there is a straight line given to you, y equal to 2x plus 1, from the circle x squared plus y squared equal to 2. Once again, the circle x squared plus y squared equal to 2 is a basic circle with a center at origin. Okay. Fine. I am just trying to be realistic. Okay, that is the line given, that is y equal to 2x plus 1. And we know the radius of the circle. The radius of the circle is square root of 2. Okay, the question is the length of chord. So let me mark the two end points of the chord, which is cut off by the line y equal to 2x plus 1 from the circle. Let me complete the triangle. I am joining OP, and let me draw a perpendicular. I have drawn a perpendicular from origin upon the straight line. So let us call it P. And as you can see, it is the triangle OPM makes right angled triangle. And here we need the length of chord. The length of chord, which is length PQ. As you can see, it's length PQ. And it is easy to see that it is twice the length of PM. Twice the length of PM. Because the point M bisects the chord PQ. Because we drew perpendicular from origin. And let us use Pythagoras theorem to find what is PM. So it is root over OP squared minus of OM squared. I hope every student is able to understand this. Triangle OPM right angled, OP is hypotenuse. Distance OM you can anyway find out because you know the equation of the straight line, y equal to 2x plus 1. We know the center origin, easy to measure distance ym. That way it becomes very easy to find length of chord, 2 times of OP squared minus ym squared. I suggest every student can make a formula out of it. You can, length of chord, you can always make a formula. You know OP is radius. This is a distance d formula you are going to use. 2 times root of r square minus d square. Is that okay? So length 2 times root over of r square is 2, which is found in the equation of circle, x square plus y squared is equal to r square 2. Then minus, what about the d? How you can find d? I have given a blank space. So we would like to calculate how d is found. D, you know, it is found from perpendicular distance formula of the line y equal 2x plus 1 from origin 0, 0. So the d is easily calculated as mod of 0 minus 0 plus 1 divided by coefficient of x whole square, coefficient of y whole square. So it is 1 by root 5. So I am writing the same answer here. So as you can see, this is 2 times root over of 2 minus 1 by 5, and you can find LCM inside the square root. It is 2 times 5, 10 minus of 1, so that makes 9 in numerator, 5 goes in denominator. So root of 9 in numerator is 3 multiplies by 2, and you get 6 over root 5. Okay, 6 over root 5, yeah, that is option C. All right, so as you all can see, it is a bit first time when you do, you require the logic, the concept, how you can come up to the length PQ. We understand it is twice length PM. Length PM obtained from the Pythagoras theorem. In Pythagoras theorem, you are familiar, you get the value of radius from the equation of circle. The distance d has to be found from straight line chapter. You already know the perpendicular distance formula, and that's what we are doing here. You got 1 by root 5. Applying the value here, we get 6 by root 5, which is left to calculations. Is that okay? We shall move on to question number 3. The coordinates of the point on the circle which is farthest from the origin. Well, the equation of circle given, okay, I am not going to write the entire equation of the circle. You can see it is x squared plus y squared minus of 12x minus 4y plus 30 equal to 0. We are extracting the center of the circle, what it is. The center of circle is change the sign of x coefficient and make it half. Change the sign of y coordinate, make it half. Alright, so what we get is 6, 2. And then what about the radius? Square root of x coordinate, square of y coordinate. Okay, and subtract the constant. Okay, so that makes so 40 minus of 30 inside the root. Okay, fine. So that is the radius. The farthest, first option you can see, you can make use of the options in this case. The first option says 9, 3. Second option is 8, 5. Third option 12, 4. And the last option none. The coordinates of the point, watch out, be very specific. The coordinates of the point on the circle. So first of all, out of 4 choices, please analyze whichever point lies on the circle, or there can be some points given in the option which may not be on the circle. They can fall either inside or outside. So as you can see, the center point is 6, 2. The radius is just root 10. Root 10, you know, the approximate value is just about 3, maybe 3.1, etc. So the farthest distance can be the distance from origin of 6, 2, because he is asking for the farthest point from origin. So the distance measured from origin to 6, 2 is square root of 40. Square root of 40, and you add up root 10. So that is the farthest. Okay, let us check one by one. What about option 9, 3, first option? Before putting it in distance formula, we will put it in circle equation. X square plus y square gives 81 plus 3 square 9, minus of 12 times of 9, okay, and minus of y, so minus 4 times of y coordinate, that is 3, and then you add 30 also, add 30 also. So that gives you in all 90, 120, minus of 108, minus 12, 0. Yes, it is on the circle. So we verified that the point 9, 3 lies on the circle. And what about the distance of 9, 3 from origin? From origin. So let us calculate the distance. 9 minus 0 whole squared, 3 minus 0 the whole squared. So it is square root 90. So square root 90 makes, it is very simple, 3 times of root 10. We already saw the radius is root 10. Distance of the center is root 40, which is 2 root 10. As you can see, 3 root 10 is after all the sum of two distances, 2 root 10 plus 1 root 10. So this is the farthest point, that is the 9, 3 of option A is already, we verified it lies on the circle, and it is also the farthest point from origin. Okay, so that confirms option A is good, and we need not waste time with the other options. Is it clear? So let us now move on to question number 4. The question number 4, I hope it's all in clear view for the students. The circle x squared plus y squared plus 4x plus 22y plus m equal to 0 bisects the circumference of the circle. Circle given, there is another circle given, and there is one unknown in the first circle m. Second circle x squared plus y squared minus 2x plus 8y minus n equal to 0 has one more unknown n, and we want the value of m plus n. Well, what is the concept here? There are two concepts involved. The first circle bisects the second circle, number one concept, which means the first circle, if I can draw a rough diagram, it will look like this. First circle, there is a second circle, and the second circle is exactly bisected, meaning the points of intersection, if you join, that would be the diameter of second circle. That will be the diameter of second circle. Center of the second circle would lie on diameter. In this case, there is an interesting concept, that is the diameter, what you find, which is also common chord. It is also the common chord of both circles in discussion. So the common chord, how do you get common chord? It is very simple. Get the difference between the two circles. Just subtract. Okay, by subtracting the equations of two circles, we get the equation of a straight line, because you know by subtracting you are cancelling off the x squared term, the y squared term. So the x term, y term, and the constant terms that will remain forms the equation of a straight line, and the equation of that straight line forms the equation of common chord. And here luckily the common chord is identical and coinciding with diameter. So the second center, the center of second circle would satisfy the common chord. So that becomes the deciding factor and you would get the value of m plus n. Fine. Let me subtract directly. I am cancelling off x square plus y squared already. In mind, what is left over? 4x plus 22y plus m. From second circle, there is negative 2x plus 8y minus of n. Okay. As you subtract, go for change of sign, change of sign, change of sign. So what do you get actually? So we get an interesting equation. We get positive 6x plus 14 times y and the desired terms m plus n. Is it not? So by subtracting you get the equation of straight line. So this is the equation of the common chord or so called diameter. So as I told you, get the center point of the second circle. Because the center point is on diameter, it should satisfy the equation of circle. Okay, what is the center point of second circle? Let me write here. As usual, take the second circle and what is the bisecting? The second circle is the coefficient is coefficient of x, change the sign, divide by 2, change the sign, divide by 2. So it's 1 comma minus 4. So it should satisfy, which means 6 into 1 plus 14 into negative 4. So it is a minus of 56 plus m plus n makes 0, or you can see the answer is 50. M plus n is m plus n equals 50, which is option B. M plus n equal to 50 gives the option found in B. So concentrate on the concept involved. I hope you learned here how to get common chord. That is the difference of the two equations. The second degree terms get cancelled. You got the first degree terms making up a straight line, and center point lies on diameter, which is common chord, satisfies, and you get the value of m plus n, which is equal to 50. Thank you, students. I will give you a short while to probably look into the solution. I leave it for you, and for a couple of minutes I will return with a fresh set of questions, and we'll continue in a couple of minutes. Thank you for watching. Yes, students, we are ready to solve the next question. There is a question in your view now. What is wanted is the area of triangle formed by positive x-axis and the tangent and normal to the circle x squared plus y squared equal to 4 at the point 1 comma root 3. Let me make it clear. 1 comma root 3. Well, you are forming a triangle. If I make a rough sketch of the question, it's a basic circle. So having center at origin and the radius is 2. There is a point 1 comma root 3 on the circle. We are expected to make a tangent at that point. It cuts the positive x-axis, let us say at point T. Let us call this point 1 comma root 3 as P. Joining origin with the point P already makes it normal. Why? We know radius is always perpendicular to tangent, okay, from foundation classes already. Fine. So the question is, you have to find the area of triangle OPT. This is the question, the value. Options are given for root 3, 2 root 3, root 3 and none. Fine, we go by the famous formula, half times base into height. So it is half times of the length PT and the height or the length OP. And we know very well the length OP because it is nothing but radius, and radius is 2. Okay, so here I can easily simply cancel off the radius, which is equal to 2 and half. So what I get is the length PT itself gives you area in square units. What about length PT? We don't know because we don't even know the equation of line PT. So you need to get the equation of tangent. Equation of tangent at point P. Equation of tangent at point P requires a very simple technique. That is, you know, we saw in the theory class, you need to replace x square with x into x1, y squared to be replaced with y times y1, and nothing to do with constant, you leave it as it is. So you get the equation of tangent as 1x plus root 3 times y equal to 4. No change on the right hand side, 4. So x plus root 3y equal to 4 is the equation of tangent. Fine. So you come across what is where the point is intersecting the x-axis. So the point T, this intersects or cuts x-axis at, very simple, substitute y equal to 0. So you get 4 comma 0. So that is where it cuts. The point T we found, it is 4 comma 0. So now it is quite simple to find out the length PT. It is the distance between 1 comma root 3 and 4 comma 0. So area is nothing but length PT, and that's nothing but square root over distance between two points formula you apply So it is 4 minus 1. I am taking it as 3, square it. Root 3 minus 0, difference is root 3, square it. So you get square root of 12, which is 2 root 3, found in option B. So that's how you can successfully answer this question. So it's very simple in the sense you are able to judge the type of the circle. It's a basic one. By drawing tangent and normal, you can understand what is the area required. The area required is half times PT times OP. Because OP is radius and the magnitude is 2, I have cancelled with half. What is left out is mod PT, length. That's what we have discovered here. But this you are able to get only after discovering the equation of tangent. So tangent requires a simple execution of the procedure: x squared replaced with xx1, y squared replaced with yy1 in this case, because there is no other x or y terms. Fine. So let's stop there and move on to the next question, number 7 here. Let me read the question for you. The circle is given x squared plus y squared plus 4x plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. It is reflected in a mirror. After reflecting the circle, given original circle becomes another circle, x squared plus y squared plus 6x plus 4y plus 4 equal to 0. The question is, what is the equation of mirror? What is the equation of mirror? Well, we are not going to design the circle, understand the location, etc. That's not what we are intention. That's not our intention. We want to find out, in any case, there is a straight line acting as a mirror. There is a circle, okay, and assuming this takes the role of mirror, it produces image circle. Done. The equation of both circles are given. Object circle, okay, the circle which serves as object, and the circle which has become its image. Both are given. Our interest is to find out the mirror or the straight line that serves as mirror. The straight line that serves as mirror. Very simple. There are many cases. We are not discussing here whether the circles are intersecting or touching or exactly aloof what I have drawn. So students may be puzzled. This diagram is inaccurate because the two circles cut. It may, but that's not our interest. In all cases, all three cases, okay, the line is obtained by simply the difference between the two equations. So difference between the two equations of S and S dash, equations of the two circles. The first circle given as x squared plus y squared plus 4x plus 2y minus 4. Second circle given as x squared plus y squared plus 6x plus 4y plus 4 equal to 0. So let me subtract the first equation. I am ignoring x square and y square terms. What is left over is 4x plus 2y minus 4. By ignoring similarly x square, y square terms from second equation, what I get is 6x plus 4y and plus 4 equal to 0. Fine, let me subtract. So we go for change of sign. So applying change of sign, yes, let us subtract. You get negative 2x, negative 2y, negative 8, negative 8 equal to 0. So change of sign everywhere and divide by minus 2 also. Dividing everywhere by minus 2, what I get? X plus y plus 4 equal 0, which is found in the last option, as you can see, the option D. Am I right? So What we have done is a simple subtraction, and that already you are ending up in the equation of what is the straight line which is acting as mirror to produce the image of first circle. And here, as I told you, the discussion doesn't arise whether the circles are probably the circles may be intersecting, can be so, or the circles may be just touching also. Okay, so don't bother about what is actually happening in the case of the circles. Concentrate on the mirror, which is found as the difference only. Alright, so the difference is enough. You are able to get the mirror. Students, I am repeating, which may not be very much part of the answer to this question. I am just going a bit deviation from this particular discussion. If the circles are touching, by subtracting you will get a common transverse common tangent. If the circles are totally aloof, separated like this, and if you subtract, you end up in the radical axis. In case the circles are intersecting, then by subtraction you get equation of straight line, that becomes the common chord. Okay, so in any case the subtraction is very useful. It serves as your shortcut to give you required answer. Fine, so we'll move on to the next question again. The equation of chord of this circle, the circle I am writing because I need the equation x squared plus y squared minus 4x equal to 0. So that is the equation given, which is bisected at the point 1, 1. So bisected, there is a chord, understand, and it is bisected at 1, 1. So I am just representing the picture. This is not the actual accurate picture. So what is given as the chord bisected at 1, 1. As a converse, I can tell you 1, 1 is the midpoint of the chord. Okay, two ways of saying. One is the chord is bisected at 1, 1. I say the other way around. 1, 1 is midpoint of the chord. So if 1, 1 is the midpoint of the chord, then the equation is obtained readily. By the symbolic equation T equal S1. We have already seen in our theory class what is S1. In our theory class, we have seen what is meant by T. What is meant by T? The straight line obtained, as you did here. The straight line obtained, already here also you find what is T. X square replaced with xx1, y squared replaced with yy1. There is a x term also here, x term to be replaced with x plus x1 by 2. Let's do that. Let's do it. T is x times of x1, y times of y1, 4 times of x plus x1 over 2, and that's the end. RHS is 0. So we get x plus y minus of 2x minus of 2 equal 0. So in other words, you get negative x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. So you can see x minus y equal to 2, x squared plus y squared minus 4x is bisected. I am sorry, this right side is not supposed to be a 0, it's supposed to be a S1. Okay, so the S1 I have already told you, substitute 1, 1 in the circle. So it is 1 square plus 1 square minus of 4 times of 1. So that gives a 2 minus 4, and we get negative 2 and therefore we see only y is equal to x is present. The other -2 and -2 on LHS, RHS cancel. So you get option D, x minus y equal to 0. So the t equal to x1. So t equal to s1, make note, it helps you to directly arrive at the equation of the chord which is related to the circle. Okay, so that was a straightforward question. Let us go to the question numbered 9. The intercept on the line y equal to x formed by the circle. The circle is x squared plus y squared minus of 2x equal to 0. This is the given circle, and we are discussing now the intercept made on the line y equal to x, and that intercept is equal to, he says, AB. He says let AB be the intercept, and you have to make another circle with AB as diameter. So with AB as diameter, make a new circle, get its equation. So that's the task. That is the task. Okay, so the equation x squared plus y squared minus 2x equal to 0, and without going for any kind of sketching or finding out the center or radius, etc., we can straight away get the end points A as well as B. Let us get the end points A and B made by the line y equal to x. How? It is very simple. Substitute y equal to x, solving the equation of circle and that of the straight line. How do you solve? Substitute y equal to x here. So replace y with x only. I get x square plus again x square negative 2x equal to 0, which means twice x squared minus 2x is 0. In other words, take 2x common, you get, okay. So I get 2 points, x is 0 or x is 1. If x is 0, because the line is y is equal to x, y also should be 0, am I right? So if x is 1, y should also be 1. So that is the end point. So I get one end point A as 0 paired with 0 as coordinates, and second point B I get 1 paired with 1 as the second point B, and these are considered end points of diameter. Considering the end points of diameter, okay, we get equation of circle immediately. So the equation of circle, let me utilize the space here. X minus of x1 times x minus of x2, y minus of y1, y minus of y2 is equal to 0, gives the equation of that circle, new circle. Very simple. So x1, y1, x2, y2 are all available. Substituting the values, x minus 0 times x minus 1, y minus 0 times y minus 1 makes 0. So that is the correct equation of circle. So it is x squared plus y squared minus of x minus of y equal to 0. That option is already there in option B, where these two terms are taken to the RHS. You find the option x squared plus y squared equal to x plus y. Okay, do you follow? So we are able to, from our discussion of theory in the previous class, now the question bank that is displayed for you, we are able to apply the concept, we are able to solve, and using the concepts Okay, and this is how you can see that you can quickly make some judgment while answering the questions in JEE main. Let's stop here. Maybe we will meet again in the next problem solving session. Thank you guys.